Right, is this thing on? Is this thing streaming? No idea. If this is live, comments, it's comments, hello, I don't know. I honestly don't know if this thing is live. But it should be live. If it's live, then comments that it's live. I don't know. If you can see the stream, hello to the people who are watching. My name's Climate of Joe. Welcome to this YouTube live stream. I was worried then that I might have dropped something, but I don't think I did. Hello Spinal Beat, welcome to this stream. There's something really in my eye. Right, so we're going to build something. We're not going to build anything today. We are going to prepare a build though. Give me a sec, guys. My eyes are literally really stingy. Okay. Ooh, bollocks. I'm going to need... There we go. Now, where will I want to build this? We're going to need a huge space. We're going to need something absolutely huge to build this. To build what I want to build, we're going to need an absolutely humongous space. But saying that, I don't actually need that big a space in a regard. I need an area that's about 50 blocks wide. I need an area that's about 50 blocks wide. Hello, Sharmila. Welcome to the stream. What am I looking for? I'm trying to find a big enough space. I want a space here that's about 50 blocks. We've got enough space to go 50 blocks. I'm looking for a place, guys, that we can go 50 blocks, where we can dig down 50 or so blocks. Here. Right, okay. Now we've got a choice to make here. Let's put this here a second. We need to go 49 this way now. Okay. Didn't expect that to happen, but we are rather lucky that we are on peaceful mode right now. No, trust me. Hello, CassyV8. Welcome back to the stream. So that's 22 then. We need to go another... what we're doing, guys, will all become clear in a minute. What we're doing will all become clear in a minute, guys. I need to go at least 50 blocks this way. I need to go at least... $49. So, yeah, then we go this way, it will be 50. But how deep do we have to... Okay. This shouldn't be an issue now. It's not going to be... Ah, okay. Let's just use the stone. Build up. There we go. Basically... So this is 50 by 50. So this is 50 by 50, everybody. What we're going to do, which I'll explain what's happening now. I'm building a project. I've got a project that I want to build, and we're going to build it here. So we are going to have to dig over the next couple of days. Over the next couple of days, we're going to have to dig this down. Over the next couple of days, weeks, we're going to have to dig all this down. How old is this world? This world will be 10 years old in a couple of months. This world is going to be 10 years old in August. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Welcome to the stream. I'll tell you how old this world is. This world is so old that we used to have a mountain here, and I completely took down a mountain to be building here. So to answer everyone's questions, we are going to put the sand back here. The sand will obviously go back here, but in digging all this out, we're going to build a mini game right here, but I need to dig it down. So I want to build this below ground. It's satisfying on how you talk. Oh, thank you. That's really kind of you. Yeah, we're starting a new building project. That's what we're doing on this stream. We're starting a new building project. I'm going to dig all this down. I'm going to dig this down about 20, 25, potentially 30 blocks. We're going to build a mini game here, and then we're going to cover it back over. So the mini game will be underground. But I thought it would be better, rather than to build it underground, to basically dig down, then to dig it out. I thought that would be the best idea for us, would be to just build it and then dig it down, then cover it over. We did it with a bunker system just behind that skyscraper over there. We built the bunker, but the way we built the bunker was that we took down the building first. We dug a hole in the ground, built the base, and then filled it in. But this time we're going to do it on a much bigger scale. That shovel is shit. Mending does not work, guys. It's not mending it. Right. I've got a 50 Yeah, we got a 50. I have got some TNT on me. There we go. So let's put all this sand in here. We're gonna have to replace all the sand and things like that. So I don't want to break that. But because we're gonna dig down so far, it might be worth seeing if we can. Yeah. That wasn't a good idea, actually. Saying that, that wasn't the best idea doing that. But, I suppose, we opened up a huge gaping hole. Yeah, so that's probably what we need to do then. We're going to need more XP. So, let's go find the nearest bed. Yeah, I had some TNT on me. I don't use I only got the TNT because I used it yesterday for a build. But let's go up the top of this minigame right now, and then we can focus on the next chunk. So, I might actually get a bed down from here for a moment. Thank you to the person who subscribed. That's really kind of you. We're aiming to see if we can hit 8,300 subscribers by the end of next month. We're aiming for 10,000 by the end of the year, everyone. That was me. Thank you, Quesco. That's really kind of you. There we go. Yeah, guys, we're aiming to hit 10,000 by the end of the year, which would be it'd be amazing if we could. It's quite. How do I pronounce that? What did I say? Quesco. Sorry. It's really hard to pronounce names, especially with my accent. Just say cheese. Okay. Bloody hell. That just did a... Oh, it's cheese in Spanish. Okay, that's cheese in Spanish. Yeah, I'm terrible. I never learnt Spanish. My school got rid of Spanish. Yeah, my school got rid of Spanish when I was in my second year of high school. So, I never learnt Spanish, guys. I can't believe that. I was about to say, I can't believe that. GG. Yeah. Why would they do that? Because money. Teaching, getting the resources to teach English, to teach French and Spanish cost a lot of money. So the school I went to got rid of it, stopped teaching Spanish over cost-cutting measures. This was like 10 years ago. This was like 11 or so years ago. So this was about 11 years ago. So they the UK at the time. This was about 11 years ago. The UK was going through this period of they wanted schools to cut costs. So they cut costs by they trimmed down the amount of classes that schools had. So my secondary school, or high school as you call it in other countries, they turned around and got rid of drama, they got rid of music, they got rid of computer lessons. Technically, getting rid of computer lessons technically brought down the electric bills as well. Oh, my nose. I would use this. We're gonna need some more shovels. Right, let's go find a. Let's go find. Let's go find some shovels. But that's something I never experienced. Yeah. That was something the UK did about 10 years, about 10 to 15 years ago. The UK was going through stuff like so the UK, because of the recession, because of the 2008 to 10 recession, the UK basically cut they basically got schools to cut cut costs. So they did get rid of classes. Right. So let's go this way. Hello Ditzy Moo, welcome to the stream. Not every school does that. Not every school gets rid of languages, but yeah. So we were taught Spanish for like two lessons, and do you know what annoyed us is that we found it easier than French. Spanish, I think, is easier to learn than French, and they by the day, Spanish and French. Yeah, Spanish is easier. Yeah, Spanish is much easier, but they forced us to do. They got rid of Spanish and gave us like extra French, and it was like, let's just say, what we could do to fix this shovel, because we need this shovel to get as much dirt and sand as possible. I'd say French is quite of useless. Well, I wouldn't. It's not useless, and there's lots of places in the world that use French. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this with us. Basically, well, I want to build a mini game. I'm not going to explain what the mini game is yet, but that it's a surprise for next. It's a surprise for next week, but we're going to start the tunneling for it now. And yeah, so what we're trying to do, luckily we can go this way because we can actually see the tunnel, our pit that we're currently working on. Yeah, it's a surprise. I'm doing a big stream next week, and it's going to be a surprise for next week what we build. But it's going to be a huge build. It'll cost us 4 diamonds and 11 XP to totally repair this. Practically, if we focus on getting the sand first, like the sand is almost totally almost gone. We just got to be careful. Luckily for us, we don't have to worry about a lot of the dirt because there's a lot of caves and shit under here from when we took down the mountain that used to be here. I might use something I might do. I might use a lot of TNT here. Because if we use a lot of TNT on here, we don't have to worry a lot about the dirt here. Plus, plus we're having a mini game built here anyway, so we don't have a mini game built here anyway, so we're not have to worry about. You finally made the shulker thing. Congratulations! I remember you talking about it, but what did you build out of curiosity, Egg? Because I wasn't. There's a showcase video in the server. I haven't seen it yet. I've been a little busy doing some other stuff today. We're just planning a build. Yeah. There you go. Perfect. We're just... That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do eventually. I just want to get down so we don't like launch the TNT up and it blows up into some of the builds around here. Even though there isn't really many this... Oh my god, the snow globe just disappeared. Holy mother of God. Okay, be careful across here then. Because if you go down here, you're going to die. Is that like a set? That's really interesting. Yeah, I have seen things like that. A YouTuber I like did something on Legacy. They did something on Legacy where basically you put something into a chest and it automatically separates it into whatever stuff chest it has it. I like that idea, but I don't know how they did it. They had like an automatic sorter system, and it was so cool. I'm gonna get rid of that water for now. I know how they do it, but like, and I can do it. Cool. Yeah, I remember seeing someone do something on Legacy where it basically automatically separates the stuff into certain chests, and I thought that's such a cool idea. I don't know how they do it, but it's really cool. Yeah. Kind of, I think. Whilst we're doing this, let's go around and let's go to sleep, but then we'll have a quick sort around, look around at what we need to do. So, because of all the dirt, I want to keep picking up all the dirt that we gather. I want to put them all in the chest so we can use it to fill the hole back in once we're finished. Hello Pixel King, welcome to the stream. Holy shit. Right, let's just be ultra careful there. Hello Brandis Less. Sorry, don't know if I'm saying your name right. I'm actually proud of myself. Yeah. You should be. Everyone should be proud of themselves, guys. Everyone should be proud of themselves. We're almost done with the first layer. We would have done it quicker had the shovel not almost broke. Just call me Brandix. Okay. Welcome to the stream. I said because you're a cool guy. Thank you, that's really kind of you. If you've just joined, guys, what we're building isn't... We're building a mini... We're planning a mini... We're not building a minigame, we're planning one. So I'm digging a 50 by 50 block pit down. And we're going to build a minigame in there next week. And then we're going to fill it back up. Then we're going to fill it back up. I took apart my mum's old laptops, and I got 16 gigabyte of DDR. I'm not sure that the 321 works though. 1 terabyte hard drives are good. I have one of those built into my laptop. He has RAM. Get him. Jesus. In the future, we're gonna have RAM pirates, guys. They used to want treasure and gold. Now they want RAM. Shiver my timbers. He's got RAM. Send in the pirate ships. Oh, you know the line in Avengers where he says that man's playing Gallagher. Thought we wouldn't notice. It'll be that guy's got RAM. Thought we didn't notice. Too late. Already moved to Mars. Well, the problem isn't the people. It's because obviously that people are experimenting with AI. It's brought up the RAM prices. AI, the experimentation of AI has caused it. But it's had a bad environment it's had a bad thing on the environment as well. Because more RAM means more mining for more needed for resources. Holy mother of God, we're out. You're secretly a trillionaire. Right, okay. We're gonna have to use these double chests here. Paying with RAM. Someone did that in COVID when toilet paper, when everyone was battling over toilet paper in the shops, which was so stupid because COVID didn't affect your shit. Literally, people were battling over toilet paper, and there was a gentleman. He walked in, and he walked in with loo rolls. And he paid for his shopping in loo rolls because everyone wanted them. Loo roll was becoming a... Literally, loo roll was becoming so rare that literally, like a YouTube channel that I watched, for giveaways, they were giving away hand sanitizer and loo roll. That's how bad it got during COVID. With like the crisis, people just going and battling over needing loo roll. But it was basically people panic buying, but people panic buy over the wrong stuff sometimes. Makes me laugh. It does make me laugh when people panic buy, and it's like. Because often people panic buy and buy the stuff that generally you shouldn't panic over. There was an old lady during COVID. She swore. She went, "Will you stop fucking battling over loo roll, or we'll be using newspaper like we were in the fucking war." This old lady. She took off because she just said her opinion. she goes, "Oh, you would be losing newspaper like we were in the war," which during the Second World War they did. They generally used newspaper to wipe their asses because they needed paper to conserve. Yeah. Soldered, yeah. Oh, I think we can replace that sand. We don't need that. We put a lot of I put a lot of sandstone here, guys. And oh, I've got a sore arm. I put a lot of sandstone here to obviously. Now I don't know what to make with redstone. I hardly use redstone, to be honest. I've got loads of it, but I hardly use it. It's just it's because mainly because I've never understood how to use it. Ooh. This could be quite useful for us. It only came with 8 GB. But it depends when the laptop's from. Like 8 GB was the norm 5 years ago, 8 years ago. When I bought my first laptop, which I got when I was about 16, 8 GB was literally 8 GB was overkill. You didn't need 8 GB. That was like 2018. When that was when I was I yeah 2018. You didn't need 8 GB back then, really. It's only in the last 4 or 5 years you've started to need that more and more. But it depends though. It depends. Even though it might have been made in 2024, it depends. Computers have to be cheap, have to be available for everyone. Computers have to be available for everyone. So if they turned around and made every computer 30 GB of RAM, a lot of people that need computers would be priced out of the market. Made in the USA. Yeah. It would be that a lot of computers are priced out of the market if every single one of them was 30 GB, because not everyone could afford that. I want to pick up as much of this sandstone as we possibly can, so we got stuff to use when we just twice better at the same price. Yeah. Oh, I got cramp in my leg, guys. Oh. Let's just go and get this sandstone from here. I noticed a couple of bits down there, but I want to quickly jump over to here and jump into this bed. It depends where you get it from. It depends where you get laptops from. I have a 16 GB laptop under my desk. 16 GB RAM laptop under my desk. I've got a 24 at the moment. I've got my old 16 and my 24. But 24s I think is enough. I don't think you need anything else. With computers, though, it depends what you want to do with them. It depends what you want to do with them, I think. It would set. But I suppose if it's a desktop, you can take a desktop with you, though, Pixel King. You can take a desktop with you. On a road trip, though, you can take a desktop with you. You just wouldn't be able to play it while you're travelling. But why you would be travelling with a laptop open, I don't know. Sixteen's fine. I'd still be using my 16GB laptop and streaming with it if you'd be gentle, though. No, but you would have it in a box. You would have it in a bag or a box. Is that all the sand and sandstone at the moment? We're going to have to start going into the stone in a second. I might have bit off a bit more of that, bit more than I could chew here. Dung dung dung. Dung dung dung. Dung dung dung. Dung dung dung. And then go 3 along, I reckon. Dung, dung, dung. So I'm hoping that sets the next lot off. I suppose that kind of worked. That's what she started out with, but that's wasn't it than it was 5 years ago. Well, yeah, computers get worse. But it depends, you know, the problem with computers now is that they've made all the games and all the graphics so much more, they've made the games and that so much more powerful now and so more detailed that, yeah, video games the graphics are becoming too much for computers to handle, which is, you know, that is partially the video game company's fault. You shouldn't have to have a high-end computer to play certain games. It should really be, over, like, player experience should be the problem. And story. You could have the most fantasy graphic game ever, but it could be a lump of shit. I mean, the story could be a lump of shit. Right, I need to go and get my... I'm gonna go and get some more TNT. Oh my god, my eyes. A 130 of you have watched this stream. Jesus, we've only been streaming for 30 minutes. Oh, hold on. That's gonna be in it. This is gonna be a chicken. Boosh! We did it. And we're gonna make that. That's incredible. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I know how bad a kidney stone is. Never had it, but I know how bad it is. I'll be back in a second, guys. I quickly got to go and get dinner. Luckily, we're on peaceful mode, so I can leave this here for a moment. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Whoops-a-daisy, that was an accident, guys. I can get this back on. I accidentally... I went to go and get dinner, and I inadvertently sat down on my TV remote. I inadvertently sat down on the TV remote. I'm just waiting for the game to come back on. There we go. Why has it gone to that? Give me a set. It needed to go to HDMI 1 and it went to HDMI 3. I'm going to mute myself for a second, guys. Right, I'm back. Sorry. I just finished that dinner. Oh, my Joy-Con's gone off. There we go. Let's just nip to the nearest bed a second. I believe there's a bed. I believe there's a bed in the dirt house and one in the furnace house. The furnace igloo. Right, let's go and open this. Can I join you, please? I am so sorry. This is Legacy Console Edition. So if you're not playing the same version that I am, you will not be able to join, I'm afraid. Right, let's go get some TNT. We have your king. You do. I love my king, to be honest. I loved his joke last night about when we did the first real estate on the White House in 1814. Oh, that's pretty funny. We tried our hand at real estate and the redevelopment of the White House in 1814. I did find that funny. If you don't know the history, guys, what Britain's monarch, King Charles, was saying last night was that they did the first real estate on the White House because they burnt it down in 1812. Sorry, 1814. What did I come here for? I came here for TNT. I came here for some TNT. I know I got a whole shulker box full at the top. I know we got a whole shulker box full up here. In that chest. Right. I don't even know what's in here. Ooh. Lots of boom boom. There we go. There we go. I can't see what that says. Hello, Glow Beans. Welcome to the stream. Right. Right. Let's head this way. Let's go up here. But actually, the British monarch's very good with that. He's very good. He's very good at impromptu stuff. So, the British King's really good at that. He's very good at impromptu stuff. So, like, you know, he just will start talking to someone in public. So there was a couple of cyclists that filmed a YouTube video where they accidentally bumped into him, and he spoke to them like he was just a regular. He spoke to them like he wasn't the King of England on a walk. And one of the guys was like anti-monarchist, and he was like, he couldn't believe that how a king had just started talking to him as if he was very friendly. Right. Let's start doing some more explosions. Just don't want to. I don't want to damage too much, but I need to get. How far do I think I need to go down? I don't know how far I want to go down yet, but tell you what, let's do that. Let's find a place which I think it would be suitable enough to go down to. I think what am I doing today? I'm going to build a mini game next week. So I'm basically what I've decided to do today is map out what I want to build. Ooh. That's not what was totally intended to happen, but Oh, we got some XP down there. We got some XP. We can, you know, fix this shovel while we're down there a second. Anyway, how are you? I'm really good. How are you? Yeah, glow beans. What are you... Hello, anticipation anxiety. Welcome to the stream. Right, let's just open up this. We're going to build a mini game, guys. So that's what we're doing. Getting all this coal here isn't my intention, but because it's here, we might as well. But we are going to have to get it out because we are going to dig. I think digging down... I don't know whether digging down to here is going to be enough. I don't know whether digging down to there is going to be enough until I see where that should be. If not, we'll take it down a couple of bits lower. Your old profile picture is back. I saw that. Yeah. Let's put that there. That bed, let's shove that there. So, ideally, guys, what I really want to do is try and break as much of this as possible. I want to have this dug out by next week. I want to have this ultimately dug out by next week. I'm going to switch pickaxes a moment because that looks to be... I suppose we could test... There we go. There we go. Perfect. Let's go down. Hello, Sigma Squad. Welcome to the stream. Let's just... So we're going to go this way. There we go. I don't know what we want here. I'm going to... do you remember me from 5k subs? Of course I remember you, which is why I said hello, Sigma Squad. There we go. Yeah, I do remember you. I remember everyone. I'm really good at remembering people that watch the streams. Right. There we go. Let's just go and break as much of this as possible like that. There we go. So I'm going to quickly go and do all that. I want to grab as much coal as I possibly can. There we go. Just want to think about what we could possibly do. Yeah, thank you to the people who subscribed. That's really kind of you. We're aiming to hit 8k by the... Well, 8k? We're aiming to hit 9k by the end of the year. Well, 10k by the end of the year. There we go. I want to do that. I want to hit 10k by the end of the year. I think we might have to continue this as much as possible, guys. We need to dig this out. Hello, Immortal King. Welcome to the stream. Right, so... You were on Bedrock Edition? No, I'm on Legacy Console Edition. This is the version before the Bedrock Edition came out. I suppose what we could do instead, guys, of doing this, we could just blow all this bit up. If we blow all this bit up, we could then build what I want to build in it. Hello, Hat Boy. Welcome to the stream. Me, I'm in Bedrock Edition. Cool. Oh, shit. Shit. Are you on Bedrock Edition? No, I'm not. Legacy. That is funny, though. I do find that funny. What Globing just said, yeah. I do find that funny sometimes. It does say Legacy in the title. But often, though, people don't see the title. I am YouTube. Cool. Right. Let's put that just there so we can hop to here. But are you on Bedrock though? I am on Bedrock. I do have a Bedrock version, but I'm not on it right now. I'm very much playing Legacy console right now. I wish there was a way I could do this quicker. Do I like ass? Fortunately, no, I don't. I'm messing with you guys. I know you're messing. But I do have Bedrock Edition, guys. I just don't use it that often. Hey, I got an idea. Why don't I just run TNT through here? I am a subscriber. Thank you, that's really kind of you. We're aiming to hit 9,000 subscribers by the end of June. We're just over 700 away. We're going to light a load of TNT, guys, and then run for our lives. There we go. I have got more TNT, just not on me. But if I continue to blow this up, what we could technically do then is we could go and build what I want to build in this cave. Basically, I might as well tell you, I want to build a murder mystery map on this world next week. I might as well tell you what it is, guys. I want to build a murder mystery map. How many months have you been posting on YouTube? I can't tell you in months because it's ridiculous. I can't tell you it in months because if I did, it would be a lot. I can tell you it in years. I have been filming YouTube content for 9 years and 6 months. No, 4 months. I've been filming YouTube content since I was 14. I think. Actually, no, I might have been 13. Yeah. When I started my YouTube channel, I was 13. I was 14 like 2 weeks later. Okay, well, I was just saying how long it's been. What does the tree say? The tree said... No. The tree says... The tree on my Minecraft world says August 2016. But that's the world, not... That's the Minecraft world, not... That's the Minecraft world, Glowbeans, not my YouTube channel. My Minecraft world is older than the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is... The Minecraft world is older than my YouTube channel by about a month and a little bit. By about a month and a bit. What does the tree say? Well, the tree says 9 years, not 10 years yet. No, I didn't get it. That's what we want. We want something like that. Come on, don't do that, you silly baboon. I want the TNT to explode. Do you know what? You don't get it. Oh, oh, that was your... Trees don't talk. Trees are plants. They are. Oh. Are you talking about Hero Brian? Well, Hero... Yeah, what was his name? Hero Brian, isn't it? Yeah. Baboon, baboon, baboon. We're going to have to do some boom booms again. Oh, guys, I got a comment yesterday. For me, a lot can change in 1 year. In the 3rd grade, I hated reading, but in the 4th grade, I become a bookworm. But that's the thing, though. You change. You change as a person as you grow older. You change as a person as you grow older. So I hate it. There's an episode of Doctor Who that I absolutely hated when I was an 8-year-old kid. But now I'm a 23-year-old man. Yeah, now that I'm a 23-year-old man, guys, like, the episode of Doctor Who I hated in 2009... Sorry, set as a 7-year-old. The episode I hated as a 7-year-old, as a 23-year-old in 2026, that happened to me, though, Glowbeans. That happened to me as well. That happened to me. As I got older, I got fatter. But I am joking, though. But it did. So I used to have a really, really cute face, and now I'm fat. I'm joking. That's what people used to call me. They used to say I had a cute face. I think we could probably do what I want to do with just this. But yeah, going on that point, how you change. Like, I used to hate reading myself. Like, when I was a kid, my reading age was shit. When I was a kid, my reading age was shit. Like, my sister, who's 2 years younger than me, her reading age was much better than mine. So, yeah, when I was younger, my sister, who's 2 years younger, her reading age was much better than mine was. Obviously, it's a bit different now because my sister will only read children's books, even though she's in her 20s. Whereas I'm reading stuff like Lord of the Rings. And reading Lord of the Rings, you know, The Hobbit and things like that. I still read Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit because they're so good. But I do prefer history books, though. I do prefer history books. But yeah, like, oh shit. Luckily, I don't have... Oh, I don't have another bit of flint and steel. Not vegans. That is true. Or vegetarians, probably. Jesus Christ, Egg. Right, I'm going to quickly go... I want to see if we have some flint and steel just anywhere. I could probably merge those together now, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, but it's the thing. You do change. Like, you might hate something when you're younger, and then you like it as you're older. It's like there's a Doctor Who episode called Waters of Mars. I absolutely hated it because it scared the living daylights out of me when I was 7. As a 7-year-old kid, it absolutely scared the living daylights out of me. I need this TNT to go off. I can't set it off though. I do have some iron though. Hold on a minute. We can do it. I just need a crafting table. I need a bed and a crafting table. Where's the nearest crafting table? We have one. We would have one somewhere in the minigame area. I'm absolutely 100% sure of it that we have one somewhere in here. So, I have no idea, Egg. I just want to check something. Guys, I created a new YouTube channel to upload clips from the streams. And the videos. I just want to see what it did. We got 500 views on the first video. The second video, I believe, didn't do anything. Oh yeah, the first one got over 600. The second one got 7, and the third clip got 2. Interesting. Yeah. Right, I need a crafting table. Where is the nearest crafting table? There was one over here. Did I leave one around here? Like, yes, I did. I'm a genius. What do you use for clipping? Oh, for clipping like clipping videos. Normally I just download it. There's a button if I'm streaming. There's a button that basically creates a highlight video, and then I can edit it and turn the bits that I want to turn into shorts. That's how I do it. Iron. We've only got 2 bits of iron, so that's lucky. We need 2 to make we need 1 to make flint and steel, so we can make a second one, that's fantastic. I have a Discord notification coming through. I swear to God, if I've been pinged. God, I swear to God, I want to kill this person. I'm joking, guys. I don't, but this guy just kind of gets on my nerves. We've got a guy who's in my friend's Discord server. You should make your streams into videos, like VODs. Well, we do videos. It just tends to be that I don't shoot them a lot. I don't shoot videos a lot. We are going to do one we are going to do one a week for the rest of the year. It was just been recently. We've been a little. The reason we didn't really do many videos last year was because I went through last year studying. I was finishing off my uni degree. I was finishing my university degree, so I didn't really shoot a lot of videos last year, but that was more of an understandable thing, guys. I'm not one of those people that uploads once in a millennia. I stream every day, but I tend to not upload as much anymore. But it's because what I would have shot the video for, I'm doing in the stream. The reason I switched to streaming more, because if I streamed more, it meant it was less planning. Yeah, I'm just messing up with you. No, I know. I'm just explaining to you guys why I switched more to streaming. I switched more to streaming, guys, just because it was simpler. It meant I could still film what I wanted to film, but with just less planning. You didn't have to time him out, Glow Beans. Why did you have to time him out for? I didn't do anything. Everyone spam. Glow Beans is a dictator. Everyone spam. Glow Beans is a dictator. Come on. Glow Beans is a dictator. He censors people. Glow Beans is anti-freedom of speech. There we go. So, there we go. Let's put some more TNT in here. Lol, no one's doing it. Hello, Skatebunk. Welcome to the stream. Holy mother of God, we need to do more. We need to do more over here, I think. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Good afternoon from Texas. You didn't add the United States today after I said there's only Texas. There's only one Texas. That's kind of funny, actually. I'm really good. How are you? We're just blowing up a lot of this. Basically, we've dug out a 50 by 50 pit. I want to shoot a stream next week where I build a mini game. So we're digging out a pit so I can build the mini game. Where we want to go down as deep as this. We want to go down quite deep. But I've given up on digging it out, so I'm just going to run around with TNT and hopefully blow up enough. Cool, just got out of work. Yeah. I mean, I know what state that is straight away. I'll always remember though the way you said about you were from Alabama because you joined and Decepted was singing "Sweet Home Alabama." I just blew myself up, guys, because I don't think my stuff is going to be there now. I've just lost everything. I've just lost all my best loot. Because I got stuck. Bollocks. Oh shit. That was my best pickaxe. I lost my best bow. Is it about time to tell you that I might have duplicated that pickaxe and shovel? Is it a good time? Yeah. I bet you're crying inside. I'm not, because I duplicated it. I duplicated it because I duplicated some blocks the other day to finish something. I'll admit I duplicated wood to finish the roller coaster. we were running out of wood. We were running out of wood with the roller coaster, and I needed some wood, some more wood. We needed an extra like stack, so I duplicated the wood. How did you use all your loots? I was using the TNT cheese. I was using the TNT, and I planted some TNT. I set it alight, went up a staircase, but I didn't realise there was a block above our head. I didn't realise there was a block above my head, so and because there was a block above my head, I couldn't move. But that's fine. I blew myself up, but don't worry. Yeah, I'll always remember how you joined. How I found out you were from Alabama. You joined Decepted's my Discord server VC, and Decepted was singing. A new viewer. Wrong chest. I need to go this way. I need to go to... Come on. Well, welcome. Guys, we are 80 subscribers. We're 70 subscribers off 8,300, which is just crazy. Yeah, how is everybody on this stream? Guys, I have a book out Saturday. This Saturday, we're going to have two big streams. We're going to have a big stream this Saturday and a big stream next Saturday. But the next stream, the big stream next on the 9th. The big stream on the 9th of May is more of a Minecraft thing. The big stream on Saturday, this Saturday, is more of a me thing. Perhaps it was that. No, perhaps I didn't. Yeah. I rounded up some of the extra loot that we had. Basically, I'm bringing out... Alright, Joe, stop trolling, come on. I'm bringing out a book on Saturday, guys. I'm bringing out a novel on Saturday. On this version, you can reset the end. And basically you can constantly get more elytras. You can duplicate elytras by just resetting the end. If you reset the end, it means the Ender Dragon's back there. Invite to the Discord. The Discord link is here. You know what, Joe? I don't care that you hurt your elbow. I didn't hurt my elbow. When did I hurt my elbow? That was my controller. That was my controller going down to the desk. Me putting the controller on the desk. I haven't hurt my elbow. I nearly hurt it earlier on because I had a bee land on it. The Discord server. Are you talking about the Discord server? Yeah, the Discord server. Are you on phone, Cheese? You on phone? Yeah, if you're on... Because if you are... Yeah, he timed you out, so I sort of took away his mod. I'll give it to you back, but just don't time people out. As I said, you've got to spam... everyone has to spam on this server. Everyone has to spam on the stream. Spam on the stream right now. Globeans hates free speech. In Globeans' eyes, it's in Globeans' eyes, guys. I know. In Globeans' eyes, guys, there is freedom of speech, but I don't give you freedom after you speak. There is a genuine there's a genuine leader from the 1970s that said that we have freedom of speech, but I don't give you freedom after you speak, or something like that. There we go. Ooh. There we go. But that's Glowbean's motto. That's your motto now, Glowbeans. If in doubt, I don't know. If in doubt, sort it out or something. My shovel isn't here. Oh, we've got a sword though. That's it. We don't have to worry, guys. We won't have to worry. It was just that I accidentally blew myself up. I knew that was going to happen. I knew I was going to accidentally blow myself up. In that regard, I was actively waiting for that to happen. Ooh, I just want to see who's playing in the Champions League matches. European football, guys. The top four teams of every European country, the top 4 teams of all the European leagues, they go into something called the Champions League, and it's basically a knockout competition until 2 teams remain. Whoever wins the final is the champions of Europe. So last night, PSG Bayern Munich. So Paris Saint-Germain Bayern Munich ended up 5-4. And tonight, in kicking off in a minute, is Atletico Madrid Arsenal. Ooh, Ademola Lookman's lining up for Atletico. He used to play for Everton. I didn't want Everton to sell him. I didn't think Everton should have sold him. Hi Joe, this is one of the CEOs of YouTube. Someone said that you remove the moderator and you have to give them back their moderation powers or else you will be banned. I joined the Discord. Welcome. Welcome to the Discord server. That's amazing. Is that you on another account, Glowbeans? Is that you on another account? I'd already given it to you back, Glowbeans. That's really funny. I want to know if this YouTube channel here was created literally like 5 minutes ago. No, it was created in March. I wanted to see that then. Calamitive Joe, you've got to give the moderator back or you'll get banned. What if the moderator was like a convicted murderer? Do I have to give him his rights back? I don't know. My other good pickaxe is there. Basically, guys, I've got a couple of build plans lined up. I'm going to extend the chest room here. It was made from my cousin, but his parents won't let me give it to him. I mean, is that because he's under 13 or something like that? Yeah, that's probably why, Glowbeans. Because technically, yeah, you shouldn't be on YouTube if you're under the age of 13. In Australia, they've banned social media for everyone under the age of 16. Obviously, it hasn't exactly worked how they planned, but to be honest, like, I don't think you need social media. Going on to that point in a minute, I don't reckon you need social media and under the age of 13. It doesn't corrupt your brain. I don't think it corrupts your brain, but young children who are coming across. Do you miss your king? He's only been in America 2 days. The king doesn't have that much power, Globeans. Our king doesn't have that much power. Like, the British monarchy doesn't have that much power. While he has power, the British monarch doesn't actually have much say in what goes on in the UK. He can only really just he can do that. He can do that, but also the prime minister has the power. The king just signs it into law. I think. But all the monarchy is interesting though. Out of the most a hotel. No, probably not. Probably not. They probably would have had a building waiting for him. They probably would have had a building waiting for him or something like that he was going to use. Shh, that wasn't what I was trying to do. Bollocks. I was trying to jump from one bit to another, but we can get back there. It's out of range at the moment. Those items will still be there because we're out of range. I don't think on that regard, sorry, I was yeah, I don't think it's really bad for their brains, but it depends. Young children don't realise what they're seeing isn't real. So if you watch like YouTube, if you watch like say one of my favourite YouTubers is Raka Raka because I absolutely love their short films. But they got took off YouTube because parents thought their YouTube videos were so violent. But, you know, YouTube's not for kids. They were shooting graphic horror films, but YouTube isn't for children. So they should have the right to upload what they wanted. But if anything, the problem was not them. It was more there were children watching what they shouldn't. But on that regard as well, children have no concept of rules now. I said something once to a person who was on my stream about something, and they went, yeah, but who gives a fuck about the rules anyway? And that's why you see a lot of children now just don't care if they get arrested. That's why you have a lot of children in the UK now that don't care if they get arrested. You know, in any other country, sorry, they don't know if they you know, people don't care if they get arrested. They don't care if they're, because, you know, if there's no boundaries from the, you know, parents set the boundaries. Parents set the boundaries. They set the rules. So if you set no rules, you're not going to, haven't seen you. Well, hello, it's Vamps. Welcome to the stream. OMG, Joe's back. You were literally in the stream like 2 days ago. I can't believe I blew my pickaxe up and I blew myself up. Right, anyway. No, I wasn't. I could have swore you were, because I saw your name in the stream like 3-4 days ago. To be honest, I went hiking today. To be honest, I went on a 4-mile walk today. Sorry, 5 mile. Oh, Duke of Edinburgh. Yeah, I used to do scouts, guys, and they had us walking for quite a while. I used to do scouts, guys, and they that was a I don't a 13 kg. It could be worse. Have you seen what the British soldiers used to carry during the First World War? It could be worse, yeah. I used to... No, that's the wrong type of scouts. That's the wrong type of scouts. Globe means British Scouts don't do that. British Scouts isn't about cooking or anything like that. That's not what British Scouts is. British Scouts is about, learning. Yeah. I mean, I did Scouts. I did it till I was about 14, and I could have gone up to the I could have gone to the next thing, and I didn't want to. How to cook, survive in the wild. Yeah, but yeah, that's... Well, they teach you other stuff as well. So I did a thing once, and it was I tried to get into Scouts but couldn't due to not having enough money to afford to sign myself in. Yeah, the Scout hut I went to in the UK, because local towns have them. The entry fee to every week was £2. The site you had to pay £2 to be there every week, and it went to maintaining the Scout hut. But the Scout hut was shit. The Scout hut basically got condemned the year after I left. The Scout hut. The year after I left, the Scout hut fell apart. It was condemned. It was like rotting wood. It was good. I set my eyebrows on fire. On fire doing Scouts. It was legendary. I set my eyebrows on fire. I fell on a campfire. I went canoeing and capsized. I fell down a hill, and I fell down a hill because another person fell behind me. They fell behind someone, and ended up 5 of us wiped each other out and all went down on a hill. Canoeing was fun. Yeah, not everyone has corgis. But yeah, like on that regard, that I loved it. It was such a fun time. We all fell down a hill. We had to do an event. We had to do an event, and it was basically like survivalness. So we had to go into the woods. And we had to basically cook our own food. Well, that's the thing with the UK. The UK has good spots and bad spots. Like, some of the cities are nice, but every place in the UK has a bad spot. Like literally every city in the UK has a rough spot. And that's always been the case with the UK. Basically every city has its rough spot. Yeah, I have heard. I mean, I've hardly been to London, to be honest. I've hardly been to London, because I'm from a completely different side of the UK. But yeah, I think that's because it's London, though. I think that's more. I think that's more because it's around London. London is just densely populated. Literally, the population of the UK is 50 million. The population of London accounts to almost the population. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, the population of the UK is the population of England. Sorry, is about 50 million. London makes up. I don't know actually. 10 million of 50. Population of UK, no, of England. The population of England is 58 million. But that, yeah, London. Yeah, what was I going to say? London, for example, literally, on this regard, guys. Hello, Johnny Pixel. Welcome to the stream. Literally, London is 22%. 22% of the UK is London. Of the population of the UK, it's made 22% of it is London because of how big London is. I'll tell you how big some of the cities are in the world. Tokyo. Has any of you ever been, or some of you might have been to Tokyo? Has any of you guys heard of Tokyo City from Japan? Tokyo is so dense, it has a population which is almost half of what the UK is. The population of Tokyo is almost the same as what the UK is totally. The UK has a population of 60 million. You've been to Chernobyl. Interesting. It's so dense. Yeah, like I just said there, the population of Tokyo is 30-something million. That's basically 50%. That's literally half of what the UK's whole population is. The UK totally is 70, nearly 70 million. Tokyo is like 35, which is 50%. That's just crazy. Japan, though, is incredible. Japan, it's literally an island. Japan is an island, and its population is huge. I have a Discord notification coming through. I have one notification coming through. At Climate of Joe, get pinged. Thanks, Globebeads. I will say, though, guys, I think this is probably enough for what I want to do. It's an island, yeah. But an island to have a population of over nearly 300 million is ridiculous. I think Boigo wants to call you. I think he does, but I'm going to end the stream soon. I can't even answer his call because my headphones, I don't have my headphones. I literally came back from a 5-mile walk just before I ended this stream. Sorry, I started this stream. I come back from a 5-mile walk just before I started the stream. But Bangladesh isn't actually that small, but Bangladesh is a little different, where Bangladesh, India and Pakistan used to be part of one super country. So the population of them is quite high because it used to be one super country. Those three countries used to be one. So it doesn't. Yeah, the British Raj. Yeah, because they used to all be one super country known as like it was called the British Raj, but most of the British people called it India. Most of the British people just still called it India. But yeah, the population of Bangladesh being so high, I reckon could more so be that. The fact that it was once part of a greater India. But imagine if it still was, though. Imagine if it still was part of a bigger India. Imagine if it still was. Like, you know, Pakistan's population is roughly 250 million. You know, it would be over 1.8 billion, yeah. Literally, it's so interesting. Take China and India off the face of the earth. Just pluck the countries out, and the population drops by almost 3 billion. It's crazy. Hello, animation. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, that's crazy, isn't it, guys? Like, yeah, literally take India and China. Sorry, did I say Japan? I meant to say China. Take China and India out, like, by literally just like pluck them out and go. Literally, the population drops by almost 3 billion. It's crazy. There are some countries and the population is just ridiculous. What other country has like 5 billion people? Not 5 billion, I mean. I was about to say, what country has... I'm not sure what country it is, but they have a lot of people. It's like 9 PM here, so I need to go in. Yeah. But yeah, that's what we were talking about. Like the could be, like, yeah, we were talking about like the population, just like India, Pakistan. What we were talking about, animation. India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh used to be part of one big country, and actually, so did Burma. Hi, me. That's not me. That is so weird. There's a person in the stream called Calamity Joe, but that's not me. March 22nd. That's not me. Well, evidently I can tell it's not me. British India. Yeah, British India was like 4 countries combined, so the population there would have been like 2 billion. The population now in 2026 would be like 2 billion. They used capital L. Not 4, 6, or 8. Yeah, the population of like British India now would be like 2 billion because of all those 4 countries. It's crazy. The population, guy. The population. Tell you what. There's a really amazing video. Yours is lowercase. Yeah. I noticed that. Yes, mine is lowercase. Yes, because I have trouble with my eyes. I have trouble when I'm doing like my... Yeah, I have trouble with my eyes, so I always forget to uppercase my eyes. Yeah, literally, the population in the last 200 years, guys, has gone off the chart. Literally, I don't know whether you guys know this. Glowbeans is my favourite fan. Well, that's not me, Glowbeans. I know that's you. I know it's we know it's Glowbeans, guys, because no one blows on their own trumpet as much as Glowbeans. But literally, on that regard, I'm changing back. On that regard, guys, like the population has gone up so much in the last 200 years. Literally, it took us 200,000 years to reach a billion people on the planet, and in the last 200 years, we've gone from 1 billion to 7. Sorry, to 8. You had to catch the bus. Yeah, likely story. I haven't got any shit to I haven't got any shit to get out with. Oh, I know this show. Hold on. It wasn't just India, it was all across the shot. World's Strictest Parents. That's the one. It wasn't just India, it was everywhere. Actually, no, I don't think China is the second world's biggest country. I don't think China is the second biggest country. I think it's Canada. I think it's Canada. I think Canada is. You're talking about the economy. China is the... China is the third, I believe. China is the third or fourth largest country, ranked by Russia, Canada, and the United States. But officially, it's Russia, Canada, because Canada's the second biggest country. Russia's the biggest. Then it's basically United States and China. But it often varies over the measurement of water territories, because obviously America's got a lot of islands which are thousands of miles away and things like that. No, India's not as big. India's not as big as Canada, United States. USA is basically a continent, but they're not a continent. The USA isn't as big as Canada. Canada's bigger. The US only has one part of that continent. Yeah, they have 50 countries in. No, they have. That's not countries. That's states. They're not countries. We have loads. We're the same. The UK has 92 counties. The UK has 92 different counties. Yeah. Australia's technically the biggest. Australia is basically an island. Australia is basically its own continent. United States isn't a continent. United States is a country on a continent, but Australia is basically a continent. Oh. Yeah, the American states can't count as countries, because the American states wouldn't survive by themselves. It's kind of like UK counties. UK counties, there's 92 of them, but they wouldn't survive on their own, because which history was biggest like terror? What? Well, the biggest empire ever was the British Empire. The British Empire was the biggest on overseas, but the Mongolian Empire was the biggest land empire. The Mongolian Empire stretched all the way into Europe. The Mongolian Empire stretched all the way from Mongolia to Eastern Europe. Well, actually, it's not about terror. You know, it's not about terror. Every empire... Great Britain wasn't the biggest terror. Every empire was a terror. Yeah, Mongolia. The Mongolian Empire. In fact, guys, everyone on here right now, Genghis Khan, you know, because of his conquests, because of Genghis Khan's conquest, and all the people that he, you know, did stuff to, all the women that Genghis Khan did stuff to, on his conquest, 16 million people are 1 in 200 people are related to him. He is directly one in 200 people are directly descended from Genghis Khan. Like, no, it was more like 500. It was more like 500, but those 500 women make up, and their descendants now make up 16 million people. So he's technically great grandfathers to well over 16 million people. Yeah, you're descended from your grandparents, but then your grandparents are descended. Do you watch anime or manga? None of them. Well, anime doesn't exist, really. Anime doesn't exist because anime is not a style. Anime is it's just the name of animation. Manga and anime are the same thing. Anime and manga are the same thing. A manga is an animation. Anime just means animation in Japanese. They don't actually mean anything. Well, yeah, but they're the same. All they are is just different animation stuff. They're just different names for animation all across the world. Well, neither do I. I don't watch it. What was my New Year's resolution? Don't do them. I set New Year's goals. So my goal was to hit 10,000 subscribers this year. Well, sell 1,000 books and then hit 2 million views. But the 2 million views I don't think we're going to do. The 1,000 book sales, probably not. The 1,000 book sales, probably not. We might hit 10,000 subscribers. Yeah, but that's what it is. That's what it is. Anime just means Japanese word for animation. There we go. Yeah. There's a reason I don't, Glow Beans. Minecraft music kept getting me copyrighted claims, but that's because a lot of companies from all across the world were using Minecraft music. No, I muted. Didn't crash, I muted for a moment. A lot of Minecraft music was getting me copyright claimed. A lot of Minecraft music was getting me copyright claimed, so that's why there's no music. There's no music, guys, because it was getting me copyright claimed all the time. I was getting copyright strikes for music that people didn't own. And so I just opted to get rid of the music. You can, but there's a problem with no copyright music. There's a problem with no copyrighted music. you don't always know if it is non-copyrighted music, because some people upload stuff, call it non-copyright, and then you find out it generally is copyrighted. That happened to me numerous times over the years with non-copyright music. Like the NCS ones, yeah, you can use the NCS ones. Just Google. Yeah, but that's not how you do it. If you Google non-copyright music, it will. If you Google non-copyrighted music, it will give you music which is generally that says non-copyright, but it's not. So I used the non-copyright music a few years ago, and they changed their minds afterwards and made it copyright. So I then got a strike because I had to take the music out. Use AI then. That's wrong though. That's wrong to use AI for that. Well, I want to do that, Glowbeans, but I just haven't had the chance to do that. Well, my old viewers aren't gone. You got to think, a lot of you guys that watch my streams now tend to be like 13, 14, 15, 16. What are you doing today? Well, we're pretty much wrapping up the stream now. I spent most of the day digging a hole in the ground. I am gonna do a series. Obviously, I'm continuing this series no matter what, because this series has been running for 10 years next January. Is it night time? Well, it's 8 o'clock. It's not night time yet for me, but I'm 18, soon to be 19. Yeah, not everyone is though. It tends to be. I find it weird though, because I'm 24 in. I'm 24 in 8 months. My streams are looping. I've passed you twice. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Sometimes it might not be looping. Sometimes they put it down. Your GCSEs are in 2 weeks. Good luck. Good luck. As a suggestion, make sure you revise a lot, because I wish I revised more. I wish I had revised more in my now that I look back 7 years ago. I wish. I'm so old. You're probably not old. That's the point. Have no life for 1 month. But it's only 1 month. It's only 1 month. And you're not doing exams every single day. But those exams are very, very useful. I missed out on my college class. They then have freedom for 2.5 months. Yeah. I missed out. I was 1 grade off doing a level 3 college course. I had to do a level 2 course because I was 1 grade. I got 1 less grade than I needed. So yeah, it's always worth to revise to make sure you have the best options in life. Also, making sure you don't have to redo English and Maths is amazing. I had to redo English and Maths, and that added an extra 2.5, 3 hours onto your day in college. It could be you were in for 3 hours, 4 hours, but then it could change to you were in for 7 hours if you had to do an English and then Maths another day. So yeah, good luck. I'm basically saying, what I'm saying here though, guys, is what I wish I'd have heard when I was doing mine. Yeah, sometimes when we were talking about age though, guys, yeah, sometimes I feel old now when we got people watching the stream that are like, 8, 10 years old. That's good. When I watch streams now, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, when I watch these streams now, we have people that are like, 8, 9, 10 years younger than me watching the streams. I feel old. I'm 24 in 8 months. It's making me feel old. I'm not joining the VC Globeans because I don't have my headphones. I put them down earlier on. Well, I'm 18, bro. Yeah. Yeah, so you're 5 or 6 years younger than me. Yeah. On that thing, guys, technically last year, in 2025, it was 6 years since I left school. So I technically been out of school longer than I was in secondary school. Which feels really weird. Yeah. Weird. But 23 isn't old, fam. No, it isn't. It isn't. It isn't. But sometimes it feels like it is. Technically, my YouTube channel's 10 years old this year. I'm not an uncle. I'm not an uncle, and I probably will never be an uncle. I probably never will be an uncle, to be honest. Anyway. Tell you what is weird, though. Tell you what is weird. I had a comment I had a comment a few months ago. I saw a joke a few years. I saw something the other year. There's people now born in 2012. There's now people born in 2012, 2013 that are taller than me. Which is weird. That's what makes you feel weird, though, guys. Like, there's people that there's people like born in 2012, 2013 now that are taller than me. That's what I feel. That's where it feels weird. Because if we spam, YouTube gives views. I don't know. You keep getting recommended. No, we're just surviving. Well, we're not. No one's surviving. No, it's not about surviving. Like, no one's surviving. Everyone's just living. 2020 was bad, and we're slowly recovering from 2020. I mean, in 2020... Well, it wasn't the best year. It wasn't the best year. It might have been because you were in school. But a lot of people died. In fact, during COVID, guys, I put on 30 kg. I put on 30 kg of weight during COVID. During 2020, I put on 30 kg just because there was nothing else to do. 2019, I hated 2019. I hated 2019. That was my last year of school, and people in my school year hated me. So I was bullied quite a bit. Yeah, it depends. Go back in time. No year was ever better than every year. Every year will always be great. Tell you what, as well. We get bullied because we're the main character. No, I was bullied because I was short. I was bullied because I was short. Everyone is so different. It makes you feel old. Yeah, No, I was bullied because I was short, I was skinny, and then I gained weight when I was about 14, and then I was bullied for being chubby. You know, I was bullied for everything. And I was bullied also because I wasn't that smart. Well, you know, stupid really. But well, yeah, that's the case. Yeah, we always are 1 year closer to dying, but then you need to forget about dying. No, I just wanna. Yeah, I understand what you're going through there. I got shoved in goal. I got shoved in goal when I was in school because when I was when I was about 14, when I was about 15, I was about 5'7". I was shoved in goal because everyone was taller than me, so it was a bit of a it was, well, ironically I was I mean, I'm not actually that short. I'm 5'9", so I'm not actually that short. But I used to be short. Do not put short people in goal. Well, I'm okay in goal. I'm okay in goal, but it's one of those. I couldn't. I'm okay in goal, but the problem for me was my eyesight is I'm long-sighted, so I can see things which are really far away, but I can't see things. I struggle. I'm 6'2". Cool. Yeah, I struggle focusing on things which are really close. So if someone was literally running at me and right in front of me, I couldn't see where the ball was. So I used to always concede because I couldn't see where the ball was. But yeah, I used to be really short. So when I was like I don't know, 11, I was only like 4'7". But yeah, I was bullied for being short. Wow, I was bullied for being really skinny as well, though, guys. I was bullied for being really skinny, so you know. I was bullied for being really, really skinny, but the problem I had was that you wear glasses for that. Well, I don't really need to wear glasses. I don't really need to wear glasses, but that was just because my eyes have got better. But yeah, yeah. So I was bullied a lot. I was bullied a lot. In fact, somebody picked me up and threw me because I was skinny. So when I was younger, when I was 14, guys, I only weighed 80 pounds. When I was 14, I only weighed 80 pounds. So I was like ultra skinny. Well, well, what even is that? A 1,000 people support you, but only 5 people support the bully. That is true. Yeah. The 80 pounds wasn't bad. Yeah, I mean, I was younger though. Is it normal to get bullied even today? Well, it's not. I think it's normal to get bullied every day. In fact, I think it's 1 in 2 get bullied. I think it's 1 in 5 gets dealt with though. 80 pounds is dangerously low. Well, it's not dangerously low, Glow Beans, when you're like that young, and it depends on your height as well. So as a 14-year-old, as a 13 and a half, as a 14-year-old that was only 5 foot, 80 pounds was just classed as underweight. It'd be a bit different now because because I'm like 9 inches taller now. Because I'm like 9 inches taller now, then yeah, it would be a bit different. But I'm not 80 pounds anymore, guys. I'm like over 200. I did the reversal. I went from 80 pounds to 90. I went from 80 pounds to over 200. Not in a couple of months or a year though. Every centimetre matters. Well, not every centimetre. It doesn't matter if you're short though. It doesn't matter if you're short. The only thing I don't get though is whether you lie about. One thing I don't get is people that lie about their height. I don't get about people that lie about their height though and say that they're taller and they're not. So that's not that bad though, Anime Edit. You're taller than I was when I was that age. But I was trying to stop eating so much. Don't stop eating, Glow Beans. That's just silly. Like, if you're trying to, what are you trying to do? If you're trying to lose weight, then you know, go on like walks, hikes, and things like that. You know, go to the gym. But you know, not trying to eat less isn't what you do. Eating less isn't. Eating less is not what you do. It's about eating healthily. So making sure you have a balanced diet. It's not about eating less. But yeah, on that regard, like, when I said about people lying about their height, I know a guy that's like 5'4", but he claims he's 5'6". But it's like, why would you lie about that? Because, you know, if someone does measure you, for example, for like a health thing, if someone does measure you for like a health thing, it's gonna get called out for bullshit anyway. And plus, being overweight isn't being. I've had a lad claim that it turned out to be 5'9". I can understand if you're 5'9" and you claim 5'10", because that's only like 2 centimeters. That's only like 2-3 centimeters. But to claim you're 6 foot, that's like 8 centimeters, which surprisingly, yeah, 5'9" is only 8 centimeters shorter than 6 foot. 6 foot is 183, 5'9" is 175. Yeah, but being overweight isn't actually unhealthy. You can be overweight and still be healthy. It's more about whether you're healthy. I'm not saying if someone's like 400 pounds, something like that. It also depends on your height, you know. Like, it's why a basketball players in America. It's why American basketball players, some of them are like 7 foot, 300 pounds, and look skinny. That's ridiculous, though. Cheese claiming you're 6 foot when you're 5'9". That's like there's a nearly 10 centimeters there. I can understand 5'9" claiming 5'10". It's about being in your weight class. Yeah, I found out about this the other day. I was reading something about wrestling, like in a real life wrestling. it can lead to animation. It can lead to, but that's not guaranteed. You know, there's people that's been, you know, overweight their whole lives and never had it happen. It can lead to, but it's not guaranteed to happen. Yeah, on that regard, what was I saying a second? Yeah, I saw something the other day about wrestling, for example. They have weight classes with wrestling. I saw some that they have 185, 215, 285. So if you're a pound over 215, you could have to wrestle people over 285 and under. You know, you could. That's a huge difference. That's like £70. So, using a British measurement, that's everybody from 15. That's everyone from 15 stone to 20 stone. That's like a 5 stone difference. I'll put it into kg if any of you guys are a bit from other countries. There's a 31. That's a weight class of 31 kg. But 5'1" and 68 kg. 68 kg wouldn't kill you. 68 kg wouldn't kill you. Also, 130 kg wouldn't. 5'8" and 138 kg won't kill you either. 78. No, but that won't kill you. 78 kg and 5'1" won't kill you. That's 138 kg might kill some. 130 kg that you just put would kill someone that's like 5'1", maybe. But 78 kg would not kill someone that's 5'1". It's too. It would be too a lower number. 78 kg is 171 pounds. There's children who's younger than 4. That's like 4 foot that have survived that. It can slow your metabolism, but it won't kill you. There's you know, there's people that are overweight that are 700 pounds and the weight's not killed them. It makes you unhealthy, but it won't kill you. But yeah, I saw a thing like in these wrestling things, metabolism counts too. Yeah, but I can use this as an example, guys. So I've said, guys, I'm 5'9". I'm just about 5'9", but I'm over 215 pounds. I'm like closer to 220. Yeah, I'm just about 5'9". I'm like 220 pounds. That's about 90. That's like 97 to 98 kg. But I can still walk 5 miles in an hour. I can still run a mile. Yeah, I can still run a mile even though I'm like closer to 20. So yeah, it's not about that. Yeah. So it's about multiple things. It's not about whether you're overweight. It's about whether you're actually active. You know, there's people heavier than me that are active. It's about being. It's about being active. It's not about. Well, 150 kg. I've known people who were shorter than me and heavier, and while they're overweight, they're not, 100% out of shape. Heavily active. Yeah, it's all about being active. Junk food make harmful. Yeah, the junk food is harmful, but it's not entirely harmful. It's more of whether you have too much of it. But even being too healthy isn't good for you. Too much or too less of anything is bad for you. It's like sugar, for example. It's bad if you have too much sugar, but it's also bad if you have too less sugar. All of that stuff, it swings and roundabouts. It's either too much or too less is bad. It's balance. What you need, what it is balance. Yeah, it's all about balance. Life is balance between light and dark, cold and warm. It's all about balance. Everything on Earth is about balance. Oh my god. Or do you have a cup of tea on your desk already? I do not. I have some cupcakes instead of my desk. I have some cupcakes on my desk from the other day. I basically have bought a load of them. From Costco? No. From some other shop. You're not British. You don't drink tea. No, I do drink tea. I just don't have one on my desk right now. I've been streaming for the last 2.5. I've been streaming for the last 2.5 hours. Where would I have time to get the cup of tea from? He does drink tea, yeah. He drinks a lot of tea, just... What's your favourite tea? Just fucking tea. All these people, I like green tea, I like peach tea. I'm like, just drink a fucking cup of tea. I don't need to know what type of tea it is, just fucking drink it. Like, it is true, like, literally, all you need, guys, is a cup of tea. It's like all these people say to me, do you like green tea, red tea? I'm like, I just like tea. I'm like, God's sake, I don't want to know what type of tea it is. I just want a tea. Yeah, but it cracks me up. Everyone goes off that's only a thing in the last 5 years. All these different types of tea. Literally, when you used to go and ask for a cup of tea at in a cafe, they used to literally boil water, stick a tea bag in it, and give you a cup of tea. Now they ask you, do you want all these other teas? I don't care about the herbal stuff. Just give me the cup of tea. Somebody should clip that. Well, no, it's not going to get... But different teas have different teas. Yeah. But they didn't used to. Literally, 5 years ago, if you went into a cafe and had a cup of tea, they just gave you a normal cup of tea. And now they give you anything under the sun. But that's what I'm joking about. Like, I don't have all these rare teas, guys. I just get a tea bag. And I just make a cup of tea. Don't say F or this live gonna get demonetized. Yeah, it's not. It's not gonna get demonetized because I'm over the age of 18, guys. And legally, you can swear. You can swear on YouTube, guys. You're not going to get demonetized because this live stream is not aimed at children. I don't make these live streams for children, so it means I can swear on these streams. Is it Twinnings tea? No, it's just tea. Tetley. What brand of tea is it? I don't know. Tetley, PG Tips. Just whatever tea, whatever tea's in the kettle. Whatever tea's in the kettle, guys. Make a tea build. I'm not going to make any more builds now because I'm going to end the stream in a minute. It's almost 9 o'clock. So I'm going to thank you for... Because I did start this... I started this stream later because I cut the grass. I de-weeded the garden. I went on a 5-mile walk. I cut the grass. I did all this other shit today. So I took up a huge... I did a lot today. That just sounds wrong. That's the most wrongest thing I've ever read on a stream. Right, anyway guys, I will end this stream, so thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.